are continuing to learn more information every minute on the breaking news that three students outside Orangeburg Wilkinson High School were shot as they were being dismissed from school. We are told it was a drive-by shooter who opened fire at the school as those children were leaving. The good news is, the latest news is, the three children did not sustain fatal injuries. They are expected to be okay. We don't know their conditions though, and if they need surgery and all of that.
We also don't know whether or not an arrest has been made. We've reached out to law enforcement, still waiting to hear back from them. We've been in great communication with the school district, and again, about 15 minutes after 5, they said parents do not come to the school, come to the technology center, and that's where you can pick up your students. Our team coverage is going to continue now.
Right, we want to check in with Nija Hood, who's just outside that technology center where no doubt it's a chaotic situation. Nija.
Darcy, Andrea, we're here at the Technology Center. This is where students have been evacuated. They were previously located at the Orangeburg Wilkinson High School. You can see now that police are on scene. Parents are standing by waiting to hear the latest about their children and how they are doing. I actually have spoken to a couple parents today who have told me they have been able to be in touch with their children. Some are pretty impatient. They've been waiting, standing by for an hour to get any information they can get. Overall, from what I've heard, they have been able to get in touch with their children, are just waiting to hear back more information. We're currently standing by to find out any latest developments, and as we find that out, we will bring that to you.
All right, Nija Hood, thank you so much. Our team coverage again continues with Nija Hood, who is out there at the Technology Center. Unfortunately, because of technical problems, Nija can't hear us, so we're not able to ask her any questions, but you can only imagine what
the parents are thinking. Can we go back to that live look, if that's possible, you guys, of those parents outside? I said that in the background of this, right to the left of your screen, if you look, there is a Orangeburg Sheriff's deputy who is taking notes. He's got a notepad out and he is talking to two parents there in the left part of your screen, and he's actively taking notes. Obviously, every parent in this situation has their own story to tell. There's 1,089 students at this high school, and each one of those students has a different experience when something awful like this happens. So each one of those parents, they're able to talk to different officers on the scene, perhaps sharing with them what they saw when they arrived, or sharing with them what their students, you know, in the age of technology, the cell phone is a blessing in a situation like this, because students immediately jump online and try to talk to their parents. We heard one mom say she got a Facebook message from her son, who was inside waiting for football practice to start inside the gym, and jumped on Facebook and messaged his mom. And being protective of his own mom, he told News 19's Devin Johnson, he told his mom, "Don't come to school, Mom, there's been a shooting." So trying to protect his mom.
So what we also know from that parent whose son was at football practice is that another parent also told Devin the same thing. Her son was at football practice. It looks like if your son plays football for OW, they're all still in the gym at the school.
Yes.
That's what it looks like just from talking to the parents that we did. But if your son or daughter drove their car to school today, they may still be on the school's property, because they're going to have to be released by law enforcement. If you are a parent or a guardian and you're coming to the Technology Center in order to pick up your child, law enforcement is going to want to see some type of identification. They're not just going to hand your child over to you. As you can imagine, there is heightened security and sensitivity during this breaking news situation. But as Andrea said just moments ago, if there's any good news in this breaking news, is that we've heard from the school district that the students who were injured have not sustained life-threatening injuries. Now we're just trying to hear from law enforcement whether or not there's been an arrest.
All right, of course, we are going to continue to follow this and bring you every latest update we get into the WLTX newsroom. We are going to take just a